叫做一场没有终点的梦，又能怎样？硝烟从未散场，又怎样？纵然百孔千疮，只能够战胜残酷，只能去圈住迷途。他要走的每一步，不犹豫，不彷徨。这夜的星光长什么模样？用善良捍卫原则立场。多滚烫，燃烧着理想，能调与锋芒。别沮丧，那些失望梦想，都终将绽放，终将绽放。
I heard that this Dufay guy doesn't trust us. Don't blame him. He heard someone say that lawyers are just spies for the government.
If he doesn't trust me, there's no way I can defend him.
You're going to find a way. I know it. You'll be able to earn his trust. Cheers.
Well, you know me. There's nothing in the world I hate more than sucking up.
Earning someone's trust is different from sucking up to someone. I never trust anyone who sucks up to me. But you have never even done that to me. That's why I trust you.
What I mean is that, rather than trying to get someone to actually trust you completely,
you can simply just serve someone you trust instead. I know. You don't need Dufay as your client, but Dufay really needs you. I've always agreed with you, you know. Only working with people you trust and working with clients that trust you. However, Dufay's case is a special one. It's worth it for us to spend the time to earn his trust.
Because the medicine he bought has helped a lot.
Also because we have to make him believe that he can trust us and that he can also trust the world. Then he'll let us unconditionally defend him. Cheers.
What happened between the two of you?
We studied together. Then we worked together. Some friendly competition. But the thing is, whenever we had the same opinion on something, everyone around us would think I was copying him. Even he would think I was copying him. But if we had differing opinions, no one else would believe in me. And then Luo Bing said he wasn't like that. And that little thing bothered so much, you know? I asked myself, why would everyone easily believe that? He wasn't like that. Is it because he's better looking than me?
I think my sister was right. I don't know you well enough.
Jiahao is still in the US?
He is.
Does he have any idea his mother's sick?
Tao Yu's stubborn. She doesn't want Jiahao to know. So she asked me not to tell anyone else about it. But as you know, all of us lawyers know each other. And Jiao Hao I acquainted to a lot of us, so if one person slipped and said something, he might find out about it.
I think that you should tell him anyway. How long till he graduates?
Another year. Tao Yu really hates to give other people trouble, including her son. She just doesn't want to get in the way of his studies. That's why she doesn't want him to know. That's enough. Not a word. Nothing's more important or expensive than someone's health, right?
Yep. That's right. You better stop drinking alcohol. Take care of yourself.
Do you want to know how much the real version of Taoyu's medicine costs on the market?
110,000 for a bottle, right?
You knew that? Yeah. 110,000. 110,000. Every month, 110,000. Every month we spend that much just to keep her alive.
I know.
That medicine that Dufay bought was nothing but a knockoff from Bangladesh. 11,000 for a single bottle. That's about the 10th of a price of the original. Up to now, he still doesn't know what he's done. I mean, he's only, trying to save people's lives. How is that considered a crime? He knows nothing about what he has to do with the law. That means compared to the two of us, he's completely ignorant.
All right, that's enough for tonight. Okay, I'll defend him. I'll plead not guilty for him. A hero of the people can't bear to let others suffer.
Well said.
Get inside.
Yeah. Very well said.
Hello, your food's ready.
Here's your number. Please wait over there.
Okay, thank you. Oh, hey, excuse me. You go ahead.
What would you like?
One cream bun, please.
All right. Take a number, please.
Number 9, your food is ready.
I'd like to have 2 sodas, please, with blueberries, cherries, some lime, and mint. And also add 2 buns.
Dufay's wife's in your office.
Did she see the article about Dufay?
That's right. The article got thousands of shares. Everyone in our official group is saying, a hero of the people cannot stand to let others suffer.
Is Dai Xi here yet?
When she gets here, I'll send her straight to you.
She didn't show up again?
She worked very late last night.
Mrs. Du.
You were the ones who posted that article online?
We did.
So it's true. Dufay's trial is still pending review and there's no official verdict yet. And people everywhere keep telling us that we can't make a public statement.
All right. Just tell them you didn't send it over. Tell them you don't know about it.
How could I possibly not know? They arrested my husband.
They arrested him again?
A bunch of cops showed up. Our kid happened to be home, and when they showed up, they told Dufay to go with them. And since there was a child present, they couldn't handcuff him. What is this?
An agreement for me to defend him.
And why should I trust you?
There's no time. Please trust me. Trust me just this one time.
Mr. Luo, you called for me?
I want you to contact all the people on this list. Ask them if they're willing to provide evidence for Dufay.
Got it.
Who wrote that? The article about Dufay.
Me. Hesai told me to write it.
You wrote it?
Uh-huh.
Why would you do that?
Huh?
Do you actually know what happened? And where did you even hear all of that? Who made her do it?
Mrs. Du, we are going to explain this to you later. Right now, our biggest priority is to bail out your husband. I want you to delete that article. Right now.
Hesai is acting really weird today. You'd better stay away from him.
No, he should stay away from me.
What's up with you? You're deleting it? Luo Bing told you to, right? Luo Bing sure knows his stuff. Deleting it won't do anything about it, you know? People will still have screenshots. In the future, people will talk even more about it. They're going to ask, why did they delete it?
Sis, you wanted me?
That's a nice jacket.
Thank you. I got it online, and you know it's cheaper than in retail.
I want you to see some clients for me.
I'm sorry, but I've got a case.
What case?
The one that has to do with the ex-wife.
Isn't that Rong and Luo Qi?
Mm-hmm.
You do know that Luo Qi is Luo Bing's sister, right?
Now I do.
And you're still suing?
I'm not suing her. I'm representing Rong. I'm her lawyer now.
My dearest sister. Why would you even think to take her case in the first place and act as her lawyer?
I've already agreed to it.
But only out of spite, right?
Why is it that whenever I don't listen to you, you always assume that it's only so I can spite
Well,
you?
then why won't you just listen to me?
You don't always listen to me either, you know? But I'm not going to get mad at you for it or anything, nor would I think you're doing it to spite me.
You've become so stubborn. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here to apologize to me about yesterday?
Well, I'm taking action to correct my mistake.
What mistake did you make?
I really shouldn't have taken you off from the Dufay case.
All right, and now you want to correct your mistake through what kind of action exactly?
I want you to get Dufay released on bail.
Didn't he apply for bail pending trial?
Yes. But he didn't go when they summoned him to court, so the police arrested him.
Why didn't he go?
Because he believes he isn't guilty.
We're partners, aren't we? Why should I go there by myself?
Do you really need my help for such a small task?
You're right, I can handle this all by myself. I don't need your help. And what will you be doing when I go there and bail him out?
I want to go see your father.
Why would you do that?
I want to go and persuade the board to hold a hearing and also to ask some law experts and scholars to consider something. The purpose of the hearing is for all the members of the board to come forward and to bring the judicial actions to light, as well as deal with litigation cases. Holding such a hearing suggests that not only is justice to be sought, but also that justice must be visible so everyone can see it. And it will also prevent cases from being processed wrongly. It is a huge conflict of ideals and differing interpretations. The hearing will allow participants to be able to believe in the fairness of entities, so the public can believe that a ruling made was done so justly. The hearing will allow the expression of ideas, and it will help increase transparency.
Hi, good day to you, sir. My name is Dai Xi, assistant to Luo Bing from Tian Law Firm. I want to talk to you for a moment. You know Dufei, right, sir?
Yes, I know him.
Is it true that he buys medicine for you without taking a cent for himself?
Yes, that's true.
Dufei is a great man.
I have this petition with me. He's really in need of everyone's help right now. Do you mind signing it for him?
A hearing usually begins with some public instructions, which are followed by speeches by members of the CPPCC and the Justice Bureau regarding the case.
Yes, I understand what you said. That's why Dufei doesn't want to go and publicly admit to his crime.
It's not going to be a trial, but expect that there is going to be a debate between the opposing sides.
Do I really have to go? Because I don't think I could control myself.
Don't worry.
I'm going to the restroom.
Go and let them know that we've arrived.
Mr. Roy, have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Ha, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Mr. Ha.
Hello. Hello.
It's nice to see you.
Welcome, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Hello.
We're theirs.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Hello.
We saved a seat for you right here. Yes,
Have a seat.
Please go ahead and have a seat. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. There you go.
You know, this one is a very
you all right? Can I get you
influential
anything?
case. We have to handle it carefully.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Have a seat,
you comfy,
please.
sir?
Have a
Yes,
seat.
of course.
Dufei, you'll be all right. Just remember one thing. Your attitude must be amiable. Whatever they tell you or whatever they say, you just have to relax and smile. Don't let yourself get carried away, especially by the one dealing with your case.
I don't want to go in. Is that possible?
Well, it's not impossible, but this is a great opportunity. At today's hearing, there is going to be a lot of important people, including all those who are working hard on your case right now.
You want me to publicly admit my guilt?
That's what we agreed on doing, isn't it?
I just think that if I admit to them that I'm guilty, then they will sentence me. There's a saying that goes, confess your crime, and you will do time, double if there's trouble.
Don't believe everything that you hear. You should trust me. Our goal here today, our only goal here today, is to get them to understand you. To make them know that your motivation wasn't for personal benefit, but for the benefit of others. You recognize the authority of the court, that much is true. But you hope that the law enforcement system will be able to understand you and give you light punishment.
Will those people think I'm guilty?
I don't know that. But you have to believe that I'm going to do whatever it takes to have you ruled innocent. You also promised me that no matter what others are going to say, you're going to control yourself and keep smiling no matter what. All right? Just smile. Hasai, what's wrong?
It's nothing. There must be something I ate. You guys go ahead, I'll be there soon.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's go.
Oh, hi, Luo Qi.
Dai Xi.
Luo Bing isn't here today.
It's all right. I'm not here for him. I'm here to see Lan Lan.
Lan Lan?
Yeah, Lan Hong's sister. She's suing me.
Huh? What do you mean she's suing you?
In the eyes of our country's law, Du Fei has indeed committed a crime, even if he meant well. So what does this signify once we get it out in the open for public disclosure? It could mean that the national pharmaceutical regulations are being challenged, and that the current patents of the other pharmaceutical companies who do follow the law will not be protected as they should be. The law states that such patents are protected for 20 years, and within these 20 years, this company will have a monopoly over this product, and that any other company who develops the same formula will not be allowed to produce or to even sell such products. This is because production of more material of this kind may result in great fluctuations in the public market.
Thanks for waiting. I had a call.
Why are you meddling in this case? Do you not have anything better to do?
I'm just a lawyer. I'm not the one who wants to sue. If you'll be able to recall all the funds given to you, I'll have my client withdraw the lawsuit.
I advise you to advise your client to withdraw immediately, because otherwise, if you don't, this matter will only harm her relationship with her husband, and possibly even lead to a divorce case, and no one wants that, right?
I wouldn't mind handling a divorce lawsuit. Neither would I mind another divorce case. Actually, when my client first came to me, I already suggested doing that.
Lan Lan, I think what you're doing is wrong.
We work at the same firm. To avoid conflict of interest, you're not allowed to defend the plaintiff of my defendant.
No, I'm not defending her. I'm just saying as a friend of Luo Qi, you shouldn't do something like this.
And as a friend, you should also advise Luo Qi on the basics of the law.
Well, there is no law that makes it illegal for a man to simply purchase a house for his ex-wife, you know.
Listen, the case is very clear. The money GU gave to his ex-wife Luo Qi is in fact money that's part of a shared asset between GU and my client Rong Rong. However, GU decidedly gave some money to Luo Qi without asking Rong Rong for permission first. That goes against the law of commonly shared property between spouses.
The law also states that the birth parents of a child are legally obligated to be able to provide for the means of living and education to their child.
Yes, but the law doesn't state anywhere that a man must purchase a house for his ex-wife, does it?
However, what if GU only saw this money as alimony for his child?
It was money for a house. It was not alimony.
Let me remind you that the money we're talking about now was for alimony. But Luo Qi merely utilized this money to buy a house for them so that her child could comfortably live there. It's completely legal.
A father is expected to provide alimony for his child. And if his wife has a problem with it, then go and tell him. Don't come to me.
But the money GU sent her was so that she could purchase a house.
It was alimony.
Haji Ai is my predecessor, and I highly respect him. But when it comes to the matter at hand, I will have to disagree with him. I believe that what Dufei did, he did so out of urgency, to save the incurable lives of those who couldn't afford medication for something like cancer. He had no choice but to go against the NFDA's policies.
He had no choice but to go against policies? Was it not illegal? Of course it was illegal. Attorney Luo, let me ask you something. You just told us that in order to save the lives of several thousand incurable patients who aren't able to afford medication for their disease, Mr. Dufei had no way but to buy illegal drugs. Let's suppose that Dufei's actions weren't in any way illegal. Then we could understand it like this. First, any action done for the preservation of one's life shall not be considered illegal. Second, the NFDA's drug restrictions in our country were all written on scrap paper.
Here's the thing, attorney. Mr. Du's actions did harm the pharmaceutical industry, but he made an even greater contribution to society, and it's the right to live. He harmed one part of society to benefit a greater part.
No, I don't believe he benefited society. The thing is, we keep saying that Dufei bought the drugs for patients who couldn't afford to buy medication for themselves, and that he had to take the risk. But let's ask the question, why is anti-cancer medication so costly to afford? Drug development and testing is very expensive. For a new overseas company from conception to launch, according to my records, costs an average of a whopping amount of $700 million. And if you include the other failed research studies, a single product will cost about $2.5 billion. And the product can only be sold for 10 years. And that's just the research cost. There's also going to be production costs and marketing costs. So it's imperative that they protect their margins.
I agree with what Attorney Luo Xiangjie said. Think about this. If we don't try to respect and protect our drug patents and let anyone produce any drug they want to make, then will the drug companies spend so much on researching how to produce them properly? If they didn't develop any new drugs, then when we look at it in the long run, wouldn't we just end up much worse off?
That depends on the things we could consider as the greater benefits here. A society-focused development is what politics and law have been seeking. I believe that the main purpose of the law is to protect society as well as its people.
Among the civil rights in the Constitution, the first and the greatest one is the right to live. That's why if we simply regard Dufei's action as a crime, then we're forgetting the real purpose of the law. I hope that everyone here gives this matter some consideration.
Is there anything you want me to give Luo Bing tomorrow?
Thank you. But I can do it myself.
I'll be heading off then. On your way out, remember to lock the door.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lena? Thank you. I know you helped out.
It was nothing.
Wherever you may go, you should remember that the past is fake, and your memories are an endless road. You cannot bring back springs of water that have run dry, and even the toughest and most frantic love in the final analysis, is nothing but a fleeting reality. Only solitude is eternal.
Two people who let each other down shouldn't make the same mistake again. I remarried so quickly, not because of the money, but because of the disappointment. Do you understand? You don't want to work with me.
I don't want to work with anyone.
But we used to be partners.
A long time ago. And that's all in the past. This is now.
I often think of the past, you know?
No matter where I go or what I do, the past is fake. 100 Years of Solitude. I love that book. And it's all just because of that single line.
Luo Bing, I'm leaving. I've found another company. It's in Shanghai. I'm flying out tomorrow. I don't have time to say goodbye. If you or your friends are in Shanghai and need help with anything at all, just give me a call. Keep in touch. Also, please take care of the clients. I signed a Chanjing. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind words. I'll keep it up. What's up, boss?
一想到你呀，白天和黑夜都没留意，因为有了你，因为有了你，一切都有了意义，才疼痛的肩也有被依靠的力气，再疲倦的心，一想到你也就会幸福洋溢。因为有了你，一切都有了意义，才疼痛的肩也有被依靠的力气，再疲倦的心，一想到你也就会幸福洋溢。